to harm or not to harm. There are two sides in this equation that I bring before you. One, the things that we are born with. And two, the things that we are told when we come into this world, such as our names, our religions, and everything else. Now, which one brings about harm more than the other? Those that are born into this world with pain, birth defects and such, brought about by all the poison and pollution consumed by the parents, in all the many shapes and forms that takes. You cannot blame that on nature and the gifts that we are born with. All of us having these gifts, these sacred gifts, for a purpose. Do we have them? Do we hold them? They should be cultivated and nurtured just as we would a seed, a sacred seed. What amazement is life? This little seed and the variety of seed growing into foods, into trees, into flowers. Amazement. Along comes forces which march upon the flowers and cut down the trees, growing hate, planting fear. It's not what we were born as. It's not who we truly are. And when we can come together, we are alike. Each blessed pieces of a blessed puzzle. You put us together. You watch what happens. The things that we are told, our names, our religions, becoming, some becoming like soldiers, guarding something, being against something, being taught something is against you. I've been all around this world and I have told people who I have been told I am and what is in my heart. And here I stand with love in my heart and respect for human beings around this world. And I suppose they are too, yet those that hold positions of power and influence, they don't seem like no human being. They don't act like no human being I ever met. But that's on we the people. That's on us. No matter what they do, we choose to either go along with for fame and fortune, or we stay true to what we were when we were born, questioning everything. It all adds up to this, and we're soldiers defending something. We are pawns. Can you imagine the most evil, horrific scenario? And if that were the case, what would you do about it? Just stay in your line, the conveyor belt. Just keep going. Fame and fortune awaits. You know, things can be either negative or positive. And there's positives, within the negative. And there's negatives within the positive. And there's a balance. And there's waking up. If this life is sacred, wouldn't you want those that hold positions of power and that have influence to be people that care at all about you? Or would you want them to be people that harm children and so many evils? I'm kind of done focusing on them. I used to be real into that. Understanding your enemy in a way. Just, feeling into what's out there. There's a lot of darkness out there, a lot of pain. So much love, so much compassion and kindness. It's so much programming, brainwashing, propaganda. Everything that we have been told that we are. These are things that you figure out for yourself. And, the history Who knows what's what and who's who? Because we were told that's enough. What of your own heart? Is it fine? Do you just accept and make compromise and just don't focus on the doubts? Don't focus on the suffering in the world. If it's added to, if it's taken away, if people do right, if they do evil things, if they break the Ten Commandments, if they laugh at the Ten Commandments, none of it matters. But we are soldiers guarding something. It's just a mask. If it's not the words of the prophets, if it's not the Ten Commandments, if it's not the creator of life, if it's not being a light in this dark world, it is what it is. As my heart is what it is. And I know people say things that they don't really mean, or certainly not with all of their heart and soul that they believe it. Yet they had to pick. They were told that you had to pick, so you pick. Fear. How much of what you do is based in fear? How much of what I do is based in love? How much of what I do is based in fear? How much of what you do is based in love? Love of yourself, of humanity, of gratitude for each breath sacred, for each person sacred, just as your breath sacred to say these breaths should be extinguished, then you do not see your own breath as sacred. So grateful to feel the suffering of this world and not just be anything else. It's so heavy. It's so much. And it just gets more and more every day. my heart and my love grow stronger every day. And you teach me compassion. I am grateful. I am grateful. It's quite the lesson. In such a world, in such a time, such darkness, such evil, such suffering, anguish and pain and hopelessness and blindness and programmed, no original thinking, lack of backbones, numb, and I in love with life and life's pursuit of this life being what it should be, the sacredness that it is, and taking on the suffering that I felt from such a young age, diving into the collective suffering. And I was trying to disconnect myself from it, for it not to be my identity. I've learned just surrender to it. Let the love that I am take me anywhere and get me through everything. And if that is the case, then why not devote one's life from the age of 7, falling in love with life at the age of 3? Why not devote one's life to making it what it should be, the blessing that it is found in each breath, each sacred breath, and we thinking the shit to decide whose breath to take and which flower to pluck. Bless your heart.